Well, if we were looking high up into the sky, how far would we see today?
Once again, the fog
Yeah.
and the low clouds are starting to form
Okay.
behind this storm system, guys. I wish that wasn't the case, but we're going to have some dense fog around the area once again. But friends, take a look at what the storm is doing as it's moving off toward the east. It is generating some snow showers right now as we speak. That is the Back Bowls area of Sun Valley Ski Resort. So that's a good sight. At least if a storm is going to be moving through the area, we certainly want to see it doing some of that magic. Okay, here's the storm on the Doppler radar in motion right now. Notice how the core of the system is now moving into southeastern Idaho, and it is affecting the Wasatch Front of northern Utah. Now, Brent and I were in my truck bright and early this morning, driving up from the Salt Lake area, moving right across Interstate 84, and trust me, between Burley and Twin Falls, the roads were really in bad shape, so very poor visibility. And so if you have any plans right now on traveling I-84 and going down, especially between Snowville and the Wasatch Front, just know what you see is not a good scenario. There's a lot of snow out there and the roads are covered. The snowplows are having a very difficult time keeping up with this system right now. In the meantime, on the backside, we are seeing a scattering of showers out here across the Treasure Valley, but for the most part, the storm is going to continue to move on through. There's the area of low pressure that we had been talking about now for the last few days. It finally came on shore late last night and early this morning. Now, what's going to be happening is that we're going to catch a little bit of a break as high pressure starts to build in behind this system, but there's yet another couple of storms. In fact, forecast models already picking up on the next system that is likely going to be moving in. It is developing way out there in the Pacific Ocean. It's going to be fairly weak, but it's going to be moving in probably sometime during the day on Friday with yet another storm that is possible for us on Sunday. So with the Futurecast, this shows the projection, what the forecast models are suggesting is going to be taking place. And this evening there you can see the low wrapping up as it moves off into Utah. Then here's tomorrow morning. We'll see some of that dense fog starting to form across the Treasure into the Magic Valley. But as we get into tomorrow, it's going to be drying out. Looking ahead now, this is going into Wednesday. As you can tell, it's going to be dry. The only concern I have is that we may see some of that radiational cooling, which develops some of that fog. So temperature readings tomorrow here across the Treasure Valley, about 34 degrees. Look for morning fog. Otherwise, a mixture of sunshine and clouds with fairly normal temperature readings, highs right around the mid-30s. On the 7-day forecast, let's see if we can spot those two storms. The number one comes in on Friday. It'll probably be a rain-snow mix for us here in the valley, or it could be snow, still too early to tell. The next one comes in on Sunday, so it could be kind of an unsettled weekend here across portions of Idaho. And the extended forecast for the mountains, we'll see snow likely on Friday and snow likely again on Sunday. So we'll keep you posted as we draw closer to the end of the week. We get a little better idea of how those storms are shaping up. But yeah, that was pretty nasty today, wasn't it, Brent?
It was, I wouldn't call it white knuckle time, but when the snow started piling up on the roads,
yeah,
it was a little dicey.
It was dicey. And that was between Burley and Twin Falls, and now it's moving between Burley and Utah. Okay.
All right.